What's up, y'all? This your boy Phil of Dusk Enterprises. We got Ace Attorney Trilogy yet again. I couldn't get enough of it last night, so here we are. Hello, Taco. Is this the Stilber Street? Nah, it's not. I have to add that to the list anyways. There's so many games to play. It's a little unfortunate that I have to play everything. I forgot. Let me put that viewer request compendium to put it on there. It will be eventually. Oh, I read what is it? Astelibra? Yeah, Astelibra. Astelibra. PC, Mako, Nexus. Play it. I just had a PB sandwich. It was delicious. That sounds great, honestly. Delicious. Let's go ahead and continue. We're on episode 4. Basically, we're up against Edgeworth's mentor, and he will do anything to get this guilty verdict on Miles Edgeworth, who happens to be the alleged killer of Robert Hammond. So it is December 26th in the detention center right now. It is past Christmas. Just bribe the judge. Oh my lord. Maya. Hey Nick, it's you. I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. It's a relief. Hey, why'd you do that anyway? Don't know. I just knew I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. I'm sorry. Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay? Oh, okay. Have you been questioned yet? No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He said, seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go after questioning. Whew. Oh, and he wanted me to get bail money ready. You can pay for me, okay? Huh? How much? I don't know. I guess they'll send you a bill or something. Why do I picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail? Oh, new anime checkout on Crunchyroll. Alia sometimes hides her feeling. Got that diabetes only 2. I already knew about before you mentioned it, dog. I already knew about that. I have the light novel right near me in my cabinet here. I know about that one, dog. Trust. Oh shit, no spoilers. Any luck with Mia? None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried. I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training. She sounds like she really did do her best. I should check and see if there are any waterfalls in the local area. I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again. Set it on. Isn't that the large photo Vlada was talking about? Uh-huh. Huh. It's nice and big, but you can't really see the faces any clearer, can you? My mother. Now that I've shown her the picture, I'm not so sure it was the right thing to do. No, I'm pretty sure it was the wrong thing to do. I want to see Gordy too. He really exists. Well, I'd say a photograph is really good proof. Once this trial is over, let's get some fishing poles and go down to the lake. If there's a monster in that lake, fishing poles sound like a bad idea. So the markings on this bullet and the barrel of the pistol matched? Hey, I'm surprised you remembered that. How could I forget after Fawn Karma rubbed it in so much? So, which one of these are the ballistic markings? I'm not really sure. Mr. Edgeworth's prints are on this pistol, aren't they? Yes, the prints from his right hand. But they must have gotten on there at some other time other than the shooting. What? Really? The shooter uses left hand after all. It must be nice, Nick. You can just show that to anyone, say, I'm a lawyer! But spirit mediums, well, I don't know, with your clothes, I bet at least some people would recognize you. These are medium in training clothing, or clothes. Wonder if I'll ever be a proper medium. Right, coal offices. Sure is quiet here with nobody around. Right. I have to get Maya out of that detention cell soon. Mia's favorite plant. Its name is Charlie. Maya's gotten the knack of watering it lately. Charlie's been perking up these days. Mia's desk. If we had more clients, I would probably sit here more often. And spending more time on the couch watching TV. It was the one-armed man. I didn't kill my wife. Criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe's not here. Gumshoe's at the scene again today. Huh? Oh, really? He's a live wire, that one. Got into a fight with the chief for not following protocol. Not following protocol? Bet he wouldn't help them build the case against Edgeworth. Man. Gore Lake. There are fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around in the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today. Haven't seen Larry around today at all. Probably off paying through the nose on a date with the lovely Kiance. Rental. Looks like the boat rental shop is closed today too. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal. Sorry. The trial today, Yes, what about the trial? Well, I was going to say good show, but it wasn't really all that. Though you did save Mr. Edgeworth, I guess. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, you know? Thanks. Detective Gumshoe? Any idea what strategy Fun Karma is planning for tomorrow? Sounds like he's bringing in another witness. Another witness? Oh, right, he said something about that in the trial today. There were 2 witnesses. Objection. We're not there yet. Trust. I was wondering who that other witness was. Who was it? Sorry, pal. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Right. All right. I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth. What's up? Is he afraid of earthquakes? I never heard anything about that before. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does. And him become a prosecutor. And him being scared of earthquakes. It all started with that incident. The DL6 incident? Yep, that's the one. 15 years ago when he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes. I wanted to talk to you about my FA. Huh? She's not out on bail yet? That's strange. I told him to let her go as soon as they had their report written up. Man, I don't know what would have happened in that courtroom today if it weren't for her. Seeing her getting dragged out by the bailiff, I'll be honest with you, pal, I shed a tear or two. Mr. Edgeworth, he was so moved I saw his lip trembling. Really? Cold as ice Edgeworth? He was really grateful for what she did, you know. I'm going to head back to the station. I'll get the report on Maya and get her out of there as soon as I can. Thank you. Oh wait, I was wondering, how much is bail going to be? Don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount. What? Edgeworth? Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what she did. Alright, pal. Well, don't forget to go pick her up, okay? Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent, too. Maybe I should treat the witness as hostile. Oh my lord. Well, it takes very care of her SUV. It's covered with dents. Can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. Wonder what she brought a camp cooker with her. It's a convenience store right up the street. Even a novice like me can tell that camera must cost a pretty penny. Excuse me. I hope she doesn't leave it or out here to get stolen. Let's... Hey, Nick, you finally came. They just finished the paperwork. I'm free to go. Free at last, huh? Those interrogators were really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time? Like I was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it? Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they? Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for the bail. Thank Edgeworth. Huh? He posted bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did. Mr. Edgeworth did that? I have to make it up to him. We've got to win this case, Nick. Oh. Criminal affairs. Nope. Back to the law office. Ah, fresh air. I gotta say, freedom feels great. Behave yourself in the courtroom tomorrow, okay? Misbehaving's much more fun. It's not going to be so much fun when Edgeworth refuses to pay your bail again. Right, I'll behave. Oh dear. Mr. Grossberg, are you here? Apparently, Mr. Grossberg is on vacation today. Well, I guess I can come back tomorrow if I need anything. Looks like Edgeworth is in questioning. Let's come back later. Guess so. Rayla, bring in the next witness. There aren't many cops around today, are there? They're probably back at the precinct, working up the case against Edgeworth. Hey, y'all. Hey, it's Lotta. Y'all really did it today. What did we do now? No, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking. A little self-reflection, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. Ugh. Allergies stop flaring up. Oh my god. But I just went up there and started blabbering any old thing that came to mind. Lotta. So you see, I want to make it up to y'all. Make it up? What did you think of the trial? To be honest, I was doing it half just to say I've been a witness. Even though I didn't really see anything. I kinda convinced myself I had though. I'm sorry, I know I caused y'all a lot of trouble. Well, memory's a tricky, vague little thing. Yeah, I sure know that now. I'll be fine the next time I witness a murder. Right. You mean the first time you witness a murder? What about Gordy? Right. Well, the way I figured, the trial's only stoking the flames of Gordy fever. I'll get my exclusive photos and rocket to stardom. Alright, Lotta, you go, girl. I wish I could be an investigative photographer, too. Finish your spirit medium training first. Lotta, what do you mean by making it up to us? Well, you see, actually, I got a bit of information for you. What? That phone Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. What information? Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckon we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange. Exchange? I thought this was to make it up to us?
Right. Well, I propose a little exchange to make it up to you. What? Information don't come cheap, my friend. Hey, I see you thinking how unsophisticated these Southern folks are. It's written all over your face. Let me tell you, most Southerners are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception, okay? Well, what'll it be? We got a deal or not?
Oh, what? Sounds like a situation a bicycle upside the head was. Biggest deal. We don't have any other leads, so I don't think we have a choice here. Okay, how much?
Huh? You could plea off your rocker? I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor.
A traffic cone? Oh no, not Yakuza. Huh?
The only fair exchange of information is information. Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gordy?
Gordy doesn't... I mean, Gordy might not exist.
Then bring me proof that shows he don't.
Ugh.
I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? You see something, y'all come to me first, got it?
Okay.
Right, see y'all later. Okay, Nick, let's get hunting.
Hunting? You don't seriously mean...
Gordy? I sure do.
What about Edgeworth?
We're searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it?
Gordy how? He kills him? No. We're looking for, apparently, a Loch Ness monster. Or cryptid, whatever. Okay, and how exactly we search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist? What's that?
The Steel Samurai, Nick.
He what? Tree Fitty.
Yo, Maya.
Larry, what the heck is that?
Oh, it was my girl fiance's idea. She was all, if you like, put this here, it would be cool. Be like, really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner. Wow, that's real impressive she could find those for you.
Well, she knows a lot of people, and that show's finished now, so she's got them for free.
Right. Yo, Nick, what happened with Edgy?
Well, we made it through the first day in court, all right. I don't know how good our prospects are from here on, though.
Huh. Hey, Larry, did you know Mr. Edgeworth's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. He acts like a little boy.
Huh?
That's weird. I don't think he was ever like that in school.
No,
really? Well, we were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred schools pretty quickly.
Transferred? Right, when the DL6 incident happened. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it, though. Hey, Larry, when did you get that big thing?
Huh? Oh, the big guy? I've had that for about a month, yeah? It's a big hit with the kids.
Wasn't it there yesterday?
Huh? Oh, right. The compressor was busted.
Compressor?
Yeah, it's that little unit by my hot dog stand. That's what I used to put the air in the Steel Samurai. It broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs. Oh, and here I thought you'd inflate it by yourself.
Doesn't that Steel Samurai look a little out of place? I mean, it's so huge. I guess it's good advertising.
Something about this Steel Samurai just doesn't work for me.
Huh? Really? It looks pretty well made to me.
Still a novice, aren't you, Nick? Really, true connoisseurs like Cody and me don't fall for this kind of stuff.
These Steel Samurai fans are obviously in a league of their own.
What's this machine? That's the compressor. I used to fill up the balloon there with air. Huh, neat. Just got it repaired yesterday. Man, what a drag that was. Wow, Gourd Lake is really big.
Yeah.
Say, Nick, why is it called Gourd Lake?
Oh, well, a long time ago they used to grow gourds here.
Whoa, no way. I was sure it was because the lake looked like a gourd when viewed from above. You know, like an hourglass shape.
Well, it is shaped like a gourd, actually, but that's just a coincidence.
Oh, okay.
Can't get over the samurai dogs.
The original samurai dogs, no less. Hey man, whoever calls their product the original first wins. Why don't you add world famous to the sign? Hey, good idea. What have I done? That's the guy that's selling my dogs faster than I can cook them. Do you think Gordy really exists? Nah, I think somebody probably saw something else that they just thought was Gordy. Well, I'll keep selling samurai dogs until the truth's out.
What you charging this lady per hour? Anything? This soundblade has started a Discord chat. Oh my god, my PS5 reads it.
It's always so quiet here. I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good.
Well, with the murder on the lake and all, they're probably just taking a vacation till it blows over.
I get it.
Small boat rental shop.
Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait, you didn't go and do something that's going to hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again.
What do you mean again?
Whatever. Have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything, besides money, that is.
How was the investigation proceeding?
It's not really. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive.
His motive?
See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident, and the guy who got the lone suspect declared innocent was the victim in this case, Robert Hammond. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him.
And Edgeworth never talks about his past. But they'll drag that out and hit him with it in the court tomorrow too. Oops. You found the Lindbergh baby.
Or Mr. Edgeworth. Gotta admit, it doesn't look good, pal. Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy? The monster down Gourd Lake? Not personally, no. Well, we're looking for it. Huh? You out of your minds? Eek. You got time to go wild monster hunting? How about doing a little questioning for me then? Oh, Detective Gumshoe is scaring me, Nick.
Told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lotta.
Nick, try telling him sooner next time.
Sorry.
I see, pal. Sorry for shouting at you. Okay, I, Detective Gumshoe, will aid your search for Gordy. Huh? I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence.
Really?
You can take whichever one you like. Okay, give us the goods. Hold on now, everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are best and brightest. Introducing secret weapon number 1, Missile. Missile? He's a canine police dog still in training. Missile. Here, boy.
Mein Handel Nugget. Hello, mein Wiener Schnitzel. How are you? It has been a while. Isn't it late by you, dude? It's like 3:30, maybe? No, 4:30, something like that.
Here he is. Hey, he's cute. Look, Nick, cute dog.
A cute dog. This will help us. How?
Next, secret weapon number 2, a fishing pole. Here, this is my own personal pole.
Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for a monster.
Yeah, how are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole? Never know till you try, pal. Okay, this next one is the last. He's already overwhelmed by her choices. Secret weapon number 3, a metal detector. Here, Detective Gumshoe. We're looking for something alive. Right. How are we supposed to find it with a metal detector? It's Genshin update night. Oh my lord. Hey, you never know. It might have been eating soda cans. Well, which will it be? I can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect. Can't make up my mind either, for the totally opposite reason. Oh, I suppose it can't hurt to borrow one of them. I'm not sure if the dog will be exactly what I... Doge, no, I don't know if the Doge is the one. I don't think it's the fishing pole either, but the metal detector might help. All right, we'll take dog first. Can we borrow a missile? Sure thing, pal. Be good to him. He's so cute. Oh boy. Hey, Nick. Missile's been acting strangely. Missile? Oh, right. That little creature of the detectives. Hey, I love little doggies. Good boy, good boy. Oh my god. What's wrong, Missile? Missile! Missile! Whoa, stop that! Cannibal, it's eating my samurai dogs! My samurai dogs. Wow, he ate every single one. I'm sorry, Larry. Sorry, don't pay my bills, Nick! Yeah, it's gonna have to this time. Dog. Hey, Larry, look, it's Missile. Isn't he cute? Keep that mud away from me! What am I going to tell the big boss? There's a big boss in charge of your hot dog stand? Nick, maybe the stand is in a front for a mafia money laundering scheme. Maya, I think you should probably try to look a little sorry about what happened. What do you mean you told me to take the dog? Look at you with 5 comments saying Doge. My poor dogs. Hey y'all. Well, y'all find anything out about Gordy? No, nothing. Well, keep moving. It gets cold out here at night time. It is a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. What? No, you don't. No sneezing. Oh, died 2016. Jesus. I told y'all, no sneezing. See, I set the camera to spawn the things a little softer than a bang. It triggered on one of Fun Karma's finger snaps now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, sorry's nice, but what about my film? Nick, pay the lady. Oh, my lord. Hey, Lotta. Oh, cute. He's yours? He's a canine police dog. His name's Missile. Huh. Canines are the ones they use to sniff for things, right? Wonder what Gordy smells like. I haven't thought about that. Learned something in today's trial, that's for sure. Testifying is serious business. That's why I decided not to talk about that case anymore. Huh? Whoa, didn't you say you had information about the case? Tell us that at least. Like I said, I'll trade it for the dirt on Gordy. We're not getting anywhere. I don't think the dog was the right thing. Oh, whoops. Missile is a big star in the criminal affairs. Why is he named Missile? Now that you mentioned it, I'm not sure. Well, I hear he's aptly named for what it's worth. Ugh, I didn't do that voice right. I'm so sorry. Talk. Detective Gumshoe, can we borrow one of the other things? Yeah, sure, pal. But I have to take back the last one I lent you. Department policy. We'll take your pick. Which will it be?
He likes the red rocket. I feel like the metal detector might help. Borrow that metal detector?
Sure thing, pal. I'm not sure what we're going to find with this. Remember, you're hunting a monster. Anything's possible. Anything. Nick, it's beeping. The metal detector's found something.
Sure is loud enough about it. Whatever it is, it must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Maya.
Why do I have to check it out? Nick, look.
Huh? An air tank? Huh, the valve looks broken.
I thought it was Gordy.
Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? Find some money, she's no Yuki. Second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster?
Oh.
Huh? There's something wrapped around this air tank. Looks like a string of flags?
Well, we might as well take it with us now that we found it.
It's heavy. Hey, homie, you know what this is?
What? An air tank? What about it?
Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Say, is this air tank yours?
Why would I have something like that?
Look, see how there's a string of flags around the tank valve? It's just like the strings of a flag around your steel samurai there.
Must be a coincidence. There's a string of flags everywhere these days. Like elementary schools. And used car dealerships. Why would I need a tank anyway?
You used this to inflate that, didn't you?
Hey, inflate what?
What else? That big puffy steel samurai.
Now why would you go asking me a question like that?
It's like I hit the nail on the head.
Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always used was on the fritz. So I tried using the tank to inflate it just once. And it didn't go so well.
As I suspected. It didn't go so well?
Yeah.
You think you could be a little more specific?
Come on. Look, it's embarrassing, so I don't really want to talk about it. Tell us. Fine. Whatever. It's like what I said, the compressor was busted. So I took the tank and tried to fill the samurai up with that. And then... the valve busted open and made this incredible noise. That tank there took off like a rocket. And it took my poor deflated steel samurai with it. What? Off into Gourd Lake? It sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure. So the tank and the steel samurai you were trying to fill up flew away. What happened next? Well, all that happened on the 20th or so. The 20th? A week ago. Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake.
Oh my god.
So I went out every night in a boat looking for it. I mean, Kianse gave me that steel samurai after all. When did you find it? Just the night before last. Flew out there. It took me 4 whole days to find it. Night before last was the night of the murder. Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder, but you see, I went home before midnight. So you didn't know about what happened? No. That's too bad. Not all bad. We've solved one mystery at least. A mystery? Maybe we should go tell her. Well, Mr. Lawyer, I've got the info y'all need. Y'all got the scoop on Gordy for me yet? Lotta, there is no such thing as Gordy. What? How can y'all be so sure? Really, Nick? Y'all got some proof Gordy doesn't exist?
The proof that Gordy doesn't exist is here. Of course I have proof. No lawyer worth his badge would make a claim without the proof to back it up. Here's the proof that Gordy doesn't exist.
Larry's air tank? What are y'all doing with an air tank?
This is Gordy.
Excuse me? What exactly are you saying, Nick?
There's a stand near here, a hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. But about a week ago, an idiot who happens to be a friend of mine tried to fill it. He used this air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew into the lake. Apparently it made a pretty loud bang when it flew.
A bang?
The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, fell into the lake. It looks so derpy. That doesn't look right. At the same time, a couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo. Look at this graph.
Wait, so you're saying that Gordy is really the Steel Samurai?
Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams. I'm sorry, Lotta.
No, it's okay, you win. I'll give you info like I promised. Or Lotta.
So tell us this information you have.
A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They say he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here.
Boat rental?
There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted. It's an old guy living all by himself. Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Lotta, we will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on.
Something else?
Yeah, the night of the murder. My camera clicked twice, you know. Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it at all, just a lake. Figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Well, it might not be helpful at all, but here, take it.
Second lake photo added to the court shows an empty lake, taken automatically on 12/24 at 11:50 p.m.
Bye now. Y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave.
Poor Lotta. It's all Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess.
The legend?
Yeah, the legend of Larry. Familiar to all who know him for any length of time. Legend Larry. Ha ha ha. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
Someone should whip that butts into shape.
It literally is of nothing. Shows an empty lake. Call out Scooby and the gang to help you solve the mystery.
Hey, Nick. This is the boat shop that Lotta was talking about.
You're right. Doesn't seem like to be anyone around at all.
Well, let's go check it out anyway. Meg, that you? Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick. Nick, you handle this.
I think I'll leave this up to you, Maya.
Meg! Yes? Finally made up your mind, have you? My mind? You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone? Pasta? Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. You make your old man proud. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running? An old man like me.
The parrot is the murder.
Polly, the kids are home. Hello, hello, Squawk. Nick, what was that?
Parrot, the one on that perch.
Keith! Yes? I leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, Sonny. Nick, what's the wet noodle?
Based on the available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop.
That's a relief, isn't it, Polly? Hello, hello, Squawk. Yup. He fell asleep.
Guess he's relieved. A pasta shop?
Yup. To think the wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started, you know, so it makes you two the third generation. Meg? Yes? Tomorrow, we'll start with the secrets of dough tossing.
Dough tossing?
You too, Keith. Yes? You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen.
Pasta wrangler? The West? Isn't pasta from Italy?
Meg!
Yes?
You know the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you?
Right, of course, everybody knows that. Nick? Huh? How long do we have to keep this all in the family charade? This old man must know something about the murder. We're not leaving till we find out what that is. This is a boat rental shop, right?
What are you talking about? This here's the Palace of Pasta, the wet noodle. Though, now that you mention it, we haven't gotten many orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, yo, dude, we want to ride in one of your boats. That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days, darn if I understand them.
I'm pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere. This old man is the witness tomorrow, right? You gotta find some way of getting information out of him. Looks like a kitchen unit. It's pretty clean. Funny, he doesn't look like the type who'd keep things tidy like that. You're forgetting, Nick. He's running a pasta shop here.
Oh my fucking god.
Wow, there's lots of various fish in Gourd Lake, aren't there? Something's funny, Nick. All these fish are saltwater fish. Wow, he has a television here too. Look, Nick, he has an electric blanket on his table. Looks warm. That's a great idea. We should do that in an office. We can sit down with our clients, snug and warm, and drink hot cocoa. What? Talk about murders? Aw, you're a party pooper, Nick.
Okay, Lord.
Look, a little safe. It's locked. Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Hello? It ignored me.
What, you forgot, Meg? You gotta call her name first.
Her name?
Polly, how you been?
Hello, hello, Squawk.
See?
Neat, so the parrot's name is Polly.
Why is this evidence? Huh?
The erstwhile companion, the boat shop caretaker, answered the name Polly. Too bad all she can say is hello.
Old Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words.
The secret words? Polly, Polly, what's your name?
Polly. Squat.
Cute. Maya's found a new friend.
Ugh, my memory's got worse of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here.
Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number to the safe?
1228. All right. Hey, Polly, watch it, will ya? Hee. See, Nick? All it takes is a little clever thinking and a criminal mind. Quick, Nick, write that number down. Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist schemes. Now listen here, Keith. Remember that tricolor pasta we were talking about? Our rainbow Leoli. I figured out the last color we should use, indigo blue. Indigo blue? That didn't seem to work the way I thought it might. That a lawyer's badge? Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge. I get it. Yup. I got you figured out now. You're not Keith. Nick, now's our chance to clear things up. Sir? No, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. We're here investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night. Please help us. A lawyer, huh? Please, mister. Alright, I'll help. But on one condition. What's that? When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle. Sure, I guess. Okay, we promise. Nick, are you sure about this? Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? I guess so. That's my boy. Good for you, Keith. Wait, didn't I just say, you too, Meg? Yes? You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know? Now, what was that you want to know? Speak up, Polly. Hello. What? Now he's talking to the bird again. We get him to talk to us. Yup, I seen this. You know something about this, sir? Keith. Yes? It's okay. You can call me Dad. Dad, you know something about this? Yup, the other night, out on the lake. Yes. I know all about that. I seen it. What? Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shopping mall. I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night, yup. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. Then I heard another one, bang. A little while later, this boat comes back, and a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself, yup. What did he say? Yup. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow at court time, promise. You need to know earlier than that. You know what? Little Terry was just here. Terry? Yup, that kid next door. You always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered coat, got himself some whiskers growing out his face. You must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. He comes up, tell me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh wait, I had one more question. Huh? Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk. Don't forget DL6, squawk. Huh? What did she just say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL6, squawk. What? The DL6 incident? Hey, mister, I mean dad. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Why would that bird Polly know about DL6? We have to figure out who that old man is. Oh. What? He locked the door from the other side. Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. We should ask Detective Gumshoe. He literally locked it on us. I wonder what's going on. Move. Hey, pal, long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong with this time? What's wrong this time? Actually, we want to ask you something. Yeah? You know the boat rental shop down at the Gourd Lake? Oh yeah! The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How'd you... that was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. Cypher said he wasn't persuasive enough to stand testify as a witness. That's why he called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. Sounds suspicious. Detective Gumshoe, please, help us. Huh? We need to know about the DL6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file, so I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I consider opening the file up. What's that? Parrot? The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident. That incident? DL6. What? Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk. Don't forget DL6, squawk. Huh? Pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about DL6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6? Nick, you think he might be... I get you. Sounds like you need information on DL6 incident. Through there's the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go and find what you need. All right, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we face Edgeworth's past. Ooh, this is gonna be tough, bro. Wow. Amazing. Lee Dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff, quick. 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We're almost through with the 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6. Nick, I found out where the file is. Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right. Summary. Found it. Here you go. December 28th, 2001. 2001? That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So this game takes place in 2016? Wow. Okay. Today I have learned. This game does not happen in 2001. It was just released 2001.
So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse.
What? Is this the same district courthouse we're holding the trial now?
Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the courtroom building collapsed and all the lights went out.
Wow, that was some earthquake.
At that time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours? Jesus Christ!
That would be scary like that in the dark.
There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious. Excuse me. Not guilty. Hello, Matty Ice. Of the Rossfield family, how are you? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Thank you, I appreciate it. How are you doing? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in the elevator. Do you have a data on the victim, Edgeworth's father?
Yeah, hold on. Victim. Here, found it. Gregory Edgeworth.
35 defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son, Miles.
Miles?
Miles Edgeworth, of course.
So he was in the elevator with his father.
From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been suicidal. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Huh, it sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Got any data on the suspect in there?
That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on, this is it.
The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi? He was a clerk in the court, apparently.
So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well then, he had to have done it.
But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond.
Hammond, the victim in our case.
Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much so he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared.
Where could a Yogi have gone to, I wonder?
He may be closer than we think. Relaxing before bedtime. Not Dedge. Oh my lord. I guess I know generally what happened to DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth.
Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out.
You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now all that's left is the trial tomorrow. Wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. Day 3 trial. December 27th, 10 a.m. District Court, room number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here, anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement? Very well. No opening statement, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Ugh, must you question everything? It will be over 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness to the stand.
It's that mysterious boat shop owner.
Witness, state your profession.
The proprietor of the restaurant, the Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats.
Night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct?
Yep, I was.
Please testify.
Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet.
Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate!
Yeah, right.
The witness will state his name.
Well, not really sure. Yup.
What do you mean?
My, memory.
Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name.
He can't recall, you say?
Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear this testimony, then shall we? Witness.
Sweating Phoenix Wright is the ultimate Monka W.
My man is sweating. He is flabbergasted by this whole thing.
It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yup. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just float on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window.
Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination.
I'll never like FF10.
There's nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now.
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness.
Very well. You may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Fun Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well, then let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness.
Just after midnight? Just after midnight, you say? Yup, just around then. Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Yup. I talked to you yesterday. You were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today.
I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right?
Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did. Yup.
You see? Continue.
And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure.
Are you certain?
Yup.
Good. Now nope. Good. Continue.
Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figured there were 2 men out there, yup. You couldn't see them clearly? Yup. At the time, that is. At the time? So you heard 2 gunshots total? Yup. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday.
So, there are 2 gunshots. And there's 3 times fired. By your window?
Yup, by my window. Right outside the window by little shack.
Could you see the man's face?
Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him.
It's a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. I have a bad feeling about this. Hold on, you gotta press. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad!
Dead certainty! He said, I can't believe he's dead as he walked in my toe.
Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Mile Edgeworth?
It was him, the Edgeworth boy!
This sounds like a decisive evidence. Indeed, I see no room for doubt. On karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. What an annoying guy.
Nick, I don't like the way the things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us.
Better act quick or this trial's gonna be over. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Oh, thanks, Sonic. I appreciate the sub. 10 months! Jesus Christ. I do appreciate it. Didn't have to, but I appreciate it. You proved, oh, yep. Objection. 10 months already. That's crazy, dude. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun and the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. Judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead," but his word is all we have. If we were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. You saw his testimony as a lie. Show us proof.
Nick, do we have evidence?
It's no good. There's nothing I can do.
Are you sure?
To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore.
Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you.
3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough! The witness may leave the stand. Bro, he asleep. Country road, let's go. It's a me, Mario. Hello, Lady Sif. How are you? NCAA. Unfair or bad RNG, literally a Final Fantasy game. Hello, how are you, Lady Sif? This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No! This court finds the defendant Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Wait.
Who was that just now?
Me.
Huh?
What?
Larry, what are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was
I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Order. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So, you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order, order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Excuse me. Your Honor, there is another witness. It is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent any inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now! What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. I cannot believe this. He saved our ass. 10:28 a.m., 28 minutes. Whew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. Just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night? Yeah. Excuse me. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. And I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Oh, we back in there. At 10:35 a.m. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Dude, I don't know about this one. on Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. That night, I was out in the boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. And just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick.
Looking for something?
Yeah.
Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? Believe in Larry? Jeez. What the witness was searching it for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy.
That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense.
This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with!
Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12 o'clock, yeah.
You're not sure?
Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay?
People use watches these days, Larry.
Where did the sound come from?
Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know.
Did you look at the lake?
Oh, did you look at the lake?
Yeah, I looked.
Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order, order. Well, Mr. Butts?
Whoa, whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not.
Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. So you only heard one bang, correct?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, Nick?
It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? Guess I should just start working on the contradictions.
Sorry. Wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister.
That is rough. It is a really fucking vague ass testimony. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Oh, there we go.
Wait a sec, Larry. What?
You only heard one bang? You're sure?
That's what I said.
But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They heard 2 gunshots that night.
Huh?
Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said?
Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts? What? You only heard one gunshot? Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Eh? Not sure? How could you not be sure?
This dude Phoenix is right. Prosecuting Butts. This dude watching the dude playing as Phoenix, right? Prosecuting nothing. Because we're just defending her. What's up? What's up, Nightshade? What you doing tonight?
I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else.
You should have gone to med school instead of law school. Something else.
My radio, dude, with my headphones. What?
Order! Order! And stop that booing! Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones?
Yeah, so what? That's a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? No, continue. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony. Be sure to include details like your radio.
Right, leave it to me.
I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me.
It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud, like, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too.
You were listening to the radio at a high volume?
Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country?
I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. And I'm sure some car mechanics out there would like not to work on SAB. Kappa. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony.
Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me, DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. Can't believe I'm continuing this charade. An all-request show on the radio, see? Can you prove that? No, of course you can't.
No, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know?
What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask, Very fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot.
Oh.
Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice.
Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. There's one gleaming ray of hope in there. Gotta press it until we get to the bottom what happened. Is it the same thing? There we go. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? Oh, what's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know that I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas mean it wasn't Christmas. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. I forgot that line was in there. Oh my god. I don't know how to feel about that. Oh. You realize what this means? When you heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes? But he should have heard that shot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what the time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera. 12, 25, 15. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order, order. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Look at this photograph. Look at this graph. I can't, dude. This is the third time in this case they said, look at this photograph. Oh my god. People leave. What you mean, Taco? This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. Why are you booing me? I'm right. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that this is the case. Then where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were two sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man, clear! Well, Mr. Wright, There are no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot? Just save, just in case. I feel like we can point at the gun now. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. The 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. This is true. There were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why? Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it. I have it. Huh? Remember the case of the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course, I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murder in that case. What do you mean? Maya. Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it. Right, I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? Oh, so you finally realized the truth? There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. The man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well... Is it just like it's 1816? I mean... The guilty party has to be on the other man on that boat. I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15 o'clock. Or, not 15 o'clock. 0:15, there we go. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. It's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all of this. Ludicrous! Mr. Wright? Tell us the name of the murderer, then. The murderer's name? Right. It's... it's Lana Hart. It's Mile Edgeworth. 'Cause it is. I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. Your boy Phil. Wow, that's crazy, ladies. That murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out of the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not on a boat?
What? Well, then where did the murder take place? Obviously, it was in the car, Kappa. It was over here, Kappa.
I think it's got to be in here. The home.
Here, of course, the boat shop, where he lives. That way he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing. You have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by.
And where would that be if he just returned a boat? The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop.
Jesus, that's so fucking graphic. What the fuck?
Let's take the rap. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice, both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he did not mean to hit anyone? Details.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations, the moment you lose.
Oh, my lord. All it takes to become someone, wear their coat.
I mean, it was really foggy out.
Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that everything else falls into place, the boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Mile Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Round 5 and fight. Oh my god. This case taking forever, dog. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we're conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Wait with two if it weren't for you darn meddling kids. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. Goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I'll extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. We did it. We bought another day.
Yay, Nick, you did it.
Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
What about Larry? There was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure, once I sift through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax.
I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right? There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind.
What is this about, Edgeworth?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed?
A memory of a murder. Whoa! Oh my god. 2:11 p.m. Wright and Law offices. Give me 1 second. I need more water. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about?
A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Oh boy.
You really think Mr. Edgeworth killed?
I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never.
Nick.
Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I'm swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya?
Swooning? Me? Oh yes, I do remember feeling faint.
Right on, tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I save Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. Guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today.
You did? You weren't there, Larry. I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty.
But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet.
Me to spoil the mood, Larry.
Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy.
I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night?
Nick, I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end.
Us too. Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right?
Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry.
Not me? But why you, Larry?
Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick?
Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when he first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think?
You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait, was that when you two were classmates?
Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles and Larry. And I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know?
What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about?
Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot.
Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final.
Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial, a class trial.
A class trial?
You remember, Larry? Spring end of 3rd grade? Kid in our class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money?
Our school's really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home.
Oh, I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 and still inside.
Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that.
I could see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class.
So they thought you did it?
Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant.
I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty, it was you. Thief, give the money back. You're such a meanie. No one play with him. Just admit you did. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not playing with you anymore.
No, boy, what? Whoa, that's a lot of stuff, bro. I can't read that fast. Larry to MVP. Dude clutched a whole case.
Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right.
Yeah, and even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix.
I didn't know what was happening.
I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened.
He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs.
Miles?
Wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent.
Oh my lord.
Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. This is always how it is. Everyone's ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky they took the day off from school. I've been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. Remember, his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right, I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to deal with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. That line was something like, "Dark suspicions of a demon attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts." The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, but I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. Couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he had became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean that's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew we'd have to meet. He'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick, Nick! Nick, we have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very may be, well be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my god. Sir Jack, hello. I emoji. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple, to a fault even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter anyway. You look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. What's new, Sir Jack? On that day 15 years ago. The
3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Fawn Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all of the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Fawn Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for the guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. What are you showing me this picture for? No reason. You know, I was impressed by your deduction in the trial today. Granted, you were at the end of your rope, but still. Nick, he noticed. Haha. Not the parrot. It was that case that changed my life. Tomorrow, on December 28th, its statute of limitations runs out. Tomorrow. That be a coincidence? But even if that case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never. Or Mr. Edgeworth. Nick, no! That's a photo of his father. Don't show him that. You're right. No, probably isn't a good time to dredge up those memories. What is it? Nothing. Huh? Okay. He's out. Again. When does he work anyway? Now, don't be so harsh. Just will have to come back later. Grossberg ain't there. I'll back to the... criminal affairs? Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gone back yet. Gumshoe won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. Boat shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching him. It's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Like it. Hey, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. My duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. And he's out of there. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping? The woods are off limits to camping. Apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Huh? Steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too.
Guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Old caretaker got away. Yup. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. I know that clearing of the throat anywhere.
Hello? What might you be doing here? Out on a walk, hmm? The days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see?
Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow.
That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right?
Well, not so sure about that.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Well, I'm not sure.
If you find anything out, come on my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance.
He's gonna help us out?
What?
Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? It's Polly. Polly. Nobody's home. Hello, Squat. Hey, it's Polly. Wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, Squat. Can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, Squawk. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick? You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. Police know about her anyway. Sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's going to hate me. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228, Squawk. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aw. Hey. He keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in details. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Hauling Edgeworth out onto the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. Exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail.
Mustache is undeniable. Yes, it is.
What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. Who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth?
Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain.
This letter is an amazing clue. There's nothing left of the safe. I wonder why the caretaker didn't take the letter with him. He left in a hurry, right? I don't think he even came back here after the trial. Edgeworth. See this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives.
I see.
Revenge on me? Who is that old guy anyway?
I don't know.
Could he be an innocent defendant who got declared guilty or something?
Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all.
So he was following this letter then. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance. Wait, maybe. He's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is?
Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Dog, he Yogi Bear? Oh my god. Crazy.
Yogi?
The suspect in the DL6 incident, one who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. Quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled.
Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen.
That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed that oxygen deprivation and stress caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent.
Huh, but isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you?
Right? Yeah. There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. You committed? A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time.
What kind of dream?
It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark.
I can't breathe. Using up my air.
What?
Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you.
What? What are you?
Stop breathing my air.
And I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In the days I picked up the pistol. Get away. Oh shit. With that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. Oh, in my ears for the past 15 years.
But that's just a dream, right? Right?
That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. It was I who killed my father. What? You think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me.
Wait, Edgeworth, you mean...
It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad.
What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do?
Don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe.
There is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about DL6.
Oh, can't show that one. Grossberg, finally. Mr. Grossberg.
Hello there, what's wrong? You look troubled.
No kidding, I
can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened, hmm? It's Mr. Edgeworth. He...
I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father?
It's only a dream. Only a dream.
I wonder... What? That's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, hmm? Well, also consider this. Yogi's quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. Ugh, sorry. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done.
No, I don't believe it.
Yogi was suspected of murder. His career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The results he had was a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost, and died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. But Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems that the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless. Gregory Edgeworth. He was a gifted man. His death was truly a loss. What would have become of Von Karma were he alive? Oh ho, so this is the letter. It seemed that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially, he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? This letter! I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Could it be Manfred Von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports.
What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Correct. Manfred Von Karma himself. What does this mean, then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would have known the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. Let's kick his door down, call up SWAT. I don't know if that would work. He's a high-profile individual. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no.
But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edward's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence, and thought though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe.
You have strange ideas. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation?
What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up DL6, you could bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6?
I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
I know that.
I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone.
But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave.
I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I should go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. Police materials, Oh boy, here we are. He was a minor, it was an accident. Pretty sure he won't do this due time. I don't know, dog. He accidentally killed his father, allegedly, so.
There's hardly anyone here.
We must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again.
Well, now I can't just have anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there.
Von Karma?
Yes, he just arrived actually.
Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry.
Oh boy, I'm gonna save just in case.
Nasty as always.
We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean.
What's wrong, Nick?
Nothing. I just noticed that he isn't here. On Karma.
Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases, evidence.
Unsolved cases?
Nick, the file for DL6, it's completely empty.
What? What are you doing in here?
Eek. Von Karma.
You. How do you know my name?
Huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team? I beg your pardon, you see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor.
Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist who still can't shed the veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate. Mr. Von Karma. You had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? A stun gun? For self-defense? Usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000. Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it usually. Now give me the letter. No! What are you? Nick, run! Oh my god, dog. Maya! Out of my way. Don't they have cameras in this room, bro? He got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes! Maya! The letter, did he take it? Huh? Oh yeah, are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now, when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Oh, girlie, no. Maya! Ugh, there has to be some way I can help her. I'd better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident, evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. When Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Oh, we're getting the meat potatoes. This is the last day of the trial. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Whoa! What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. Glum. Hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back.
Maya, you should go outside discharge.
Right, good idea.
Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Oh, yeah, pal. Oh my god.
What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth.
Good morning. How did it go, Detective?
Have no fear. As promised, I've captured a runaway caretaker. Just brought him in. Took all night, pal.
Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired.
Actually, after that shot I got on the way in, I feel pretty good.
Yogi said he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember it, and I'm going to prove it. Court is now in session for the trial, Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away. He will now testify. I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony.
I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday. I did like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figure I got nothing to do with this anyhow. I need one of those mold things, right? I don't got one.
My testimony yesterday stands as it. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. I call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. Sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. On Karma and Yanni Yogi. Then why did you leave? He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking? If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. Food? Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand, see? She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them with Big Pet Shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right, nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that. I see, so he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yup, seemed like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, hmm? You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. Ugh. How am I supposed to prove that what's going on in that old Odger's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. He's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. Does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and has no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Ho ho! Now this is interesting. I'd like to know myself. So who is he? Don't play dumb fun karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident. Figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Oh. Jump into conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go.
Nick, how are you going to prove it? Can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. Huh? I'm so very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints.
What? What? No fingerprints?
Excuse me?
You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yup.
But what?
Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, the witness has no fingerprints. Guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided no.
No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it.
But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no other one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one.
Nick, what are we going to do?
Didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, hmm? Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot?
What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to...
Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma's up on his proposal. Oh my fucking god. Take Mr. Von Karma up on my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Order! Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game? Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. I can't believe we're fucking doing this. Oh my god. Give me a sec, I need some water. Oh my lord. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Ahem. Very well. Witness, who is your owner? Please testify for us. Who is your owner?
Hello, hello, squawk.
Certainly the most concise testimony we had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right.
What are you going to do, Nick?
I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her.
Right, what do I say?
Maybe I'll get her to say the number of the safe.
The safe? Why?
Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack?
1228. 1228. My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you are claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. I think it is the... Yeah, it's gotta be the... Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous. Could the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? The DL6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is related to the safe number? I think it's case summary. Yeah, it's case summary. Yep. It's on the case summary page. Case summary? Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident? December 28th? Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah! He used the date of the DL6 incident as a number for his safe. Your Honor? That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number one, dog. The pin of your card? Dog. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. One more, if we can just get one more piece of evidence.
Right, but what? Very well, witness. You may continue.
Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot. Well, guess we should try to get me up. Witness. Well, maybe we should get her to say her name. Polly, what's your name? Polly. Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Of course. Yes, it does. Ah, fascinating. Claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity, and show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking a bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the questions of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is to tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... the L6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is the proof on then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where this file is the information connected to this parrot's name. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide. See? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see, I guess that is possible. A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Granddaughter? Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems to more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait! This witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. Oh. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years! Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order! Order! Yanni Yogi, so was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. And I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. He won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it! Finally! A chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
On Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. And the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent. In this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I'd like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant Mr. Miles Edgeworth. That is all. This court is adjourned. Fuck! You just say it wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. Revenge for what?
Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad.
Uh-oh. What do I do? Raise an objection. No, I'm sure Edgeworth thought about this one long and hard. This isn't my place to interfere.
Nick, are you sure?
There's nothing he can do about it. This is his problem now. For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. In the incident where your father died, in the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitation runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Ugh. It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, detective, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy, just crazy!
Nick, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. Getting my case ready. Objection. Hi, Jerica. Hello. Isn't it? It's like 6 or 7 over there. Holy shit. You need 7 a.m., baby. Oh my god. Just waking up. Oh, wow. You should call Evanescence. They can help you with that. How is Poland? Up since 6? Damn, Evanescence got him. Your case for what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it.
Planet Kandra. Hello, Matty. Welcome back. Said he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. There's a murder weapon was fired twice. One of the heart, and there's a bullet that's in the okay, so there's... In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. The second ear done today. 2:30 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge! Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. And though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations of the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? How's it turning around? We are on the 4th case, and we are nearing the end of it. No, Your Honor. On karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. So, Jerica, let me know about this poll and stuff. And hopefully you're not speed running 10-2 on your Switch, because that sounds like a bad time. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. Nah, Steam Deck. Wow, you got the updated version. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. Saving Switch for Jericon. Jericandricon, no way. Flanacandricon, my bad. Until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Ah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. There were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator? Yes, myself, my father, and Mr. Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first. Then as time passed, no one came to help. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. Then... what was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. You picked it up. What happened next? Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous, but the air was getting so thick, I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze. The gun fired once? Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. The gunshot, that horrible scream. The scream. To this day? Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence, but I don't know what it means.
I'd better find out and quick. Or save this here. Press it one more time. There we go. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream, and everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor, unfortunately you don't. Look at this file once more. One more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence, unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? I think it's the victim data. Hold on a second. Yep. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case? Yes. Actually, yeah, it's the photo. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible! Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? Look at this photograph. Oh my god, the fourth one! Look at this graph! Oh my god. Oh my goodness. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Not a Nickelback reference. As soon as it should be obvious. Contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is another bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At that time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went to Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. Hold on. What's he doing?
Courthouse. No clues were found on the scene. Ah, I see. This case summary. That's on the page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. The pistol had indeed been fired 2 times. The other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Order. I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. The murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, that the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So all we have is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. This fucking asshole, bro. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick? If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick. Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention? Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright? Your Honor? I object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Nick? I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. Ugh. Must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. Second bullet must exist? Where? Someone took it. Oh. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed. What? We've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. I object. Hey, what's up, Kato? How you doing, buddy? It's just someone took it from the scene. Well, that's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. But the criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet? Well... of course there was a need. That's why they took it. Oh, what possible reason could they have had? Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is...
Or maybe they thought that the bullet would be used as proof? Proof? It was a special bullet, so they took it with them.
Just chilling before I take a nap. Word. That was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well.
Huh?
Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired?
Oh, right.
Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through?
Wow, not the penalty!
Hold up. Nah, reload that.
Well, the murderer was a very cautious sort, you see. That's why the murderer had to search for that bullet.
That was a... Oh my god. Oh yeah, hold up. Hold up.
Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet?
I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Ugh. Had to take it. Had to take it. Murder? What does that mean? Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to? Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Well, for instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer?
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murder, the murderer himself was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only 1 bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes.
There's a problem with that. The other 2 people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed.
So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes.
Ooh.
2 men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. And the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for that man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean, it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma.
Oh man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright?
You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh, should I come out and say it now?
Oh boy.
Your Honor, there's a suspect, one lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
But... My hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma.
Karma. You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? Bah! You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from that incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no. Where do I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick, let's find out who his doctor is.
It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Ugh, nobody's that perfect.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane.
No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself.
Wait, what does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? All right, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What?
Evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is...
Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then, I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. Oh, his face different now. Okay. I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? Order! Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitation runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Oh. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You? It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there's a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. Are you still denying this? But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. I'm gonna save right here. Hold up, homie. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets, then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun, the very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you'll let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Scream. Heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Stop breathing my air, I'll stop. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma? So it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you, the scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with... I bury him. Death! Death! 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me, penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. Must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed a button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. But then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was my destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it! Very well.
It appears that we have come a long, very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. We did it! We've done it. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Nick, we did it. Did you see his face? On Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it.
I know, I was on the verge of tears when the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory.
So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right? Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. Try thank you.
I see. Thank you, Wright.
You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
He's got you there.
Whoa! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would.
Excuse me.
I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. Who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see. I feel foolish.
Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth as unguarded.
Hey, y'all. Lotta. Y'all were great in there.
Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth, congrats.
Thank y'all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh?
Speaking of which, what are you gonna do now, Lotta?
Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick.
Really? That's too bad.
Huh? Isn't that a hot dog guy from the park? Huh?
It's over, Nick. My life is over.
Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick.
It's Fiance. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind.
Should have seen that coming.
Yo, Edgy, there you are.
Yes, here I am.
Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration.
Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Harry Butts, you come along tonight, too. My treat, pal.
Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it.
Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk or prison food, right? Right?
I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right.
Yeah, what's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either.
$38 exactly? Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
38.
No.
No, Larry, it was you.
What are you so surprised about, right?
Huh?
Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came to school anyway. Then he saw the lunch money lying there, and the rest is history.
I never was good at history.
Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day.
One else is saying you did it. The whole class is against you. Remember? Yeah, too well. Right? You may not know this. We used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, right? Surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this is sure an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Ugh. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death. The death sentence for both of you. Man, if I only had known I'd have become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. Thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor, in part to punish myself. If I'd known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right? Hey y'all, line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go. And after that, dinner on me. Yo, Gumshoe got money though. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. "5:02 a.m. Jesus, that's early as hell. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to the sleep. What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. Wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Aww. Goodbye? What time is it? The first trains for the mountains have already left to the station. I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick? Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Wait. What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped in, Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped on Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? A bullet? When Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to DL6, but you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma, and you were the one who gave it to him. Or gave it to me. Oops. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay, I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Oh, see you soon, Maya. There we go. Oops. Oh, she crying. So my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters.
Oh, we got credits. Woo! By the way, we're not actually done with the first game yet. Because this game was originally released on the Game Boy Advance, and they only had case 1 to 4. But with the DS release, they included a 5th case. So there was an expansion. So we basically have the complete version of this game. Oh, not Winston Payne. Not old bag. Jeez. Oh, willpowers. She caught a cold under the waterfall. Oh man. That lawyer guy. Victory! Oh, what a cool photo. And they even have Mia in there. Episode 5. There it is. That's what I was talking about. We are not going to start that at all because it is way past my bedtime.